everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're going to be taking a look at a Patreon request of one of Bebe's guest performances that they did prior to Street Woman Fighter Season 2. This one, I believe, was in 2022, and it does feature some of the main performers that we do see representing Bebe in the show. I do know for this particular contest that they are guest performing at, Bada was a judge for, so that's would be my assumption as to why they are guest performing here. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out. Okay. Woo! Okay. That was fun. Love the wordplay here. Okay. Ah, love that. Yeah. Oh, love that. Love that. Yeah. It's nice to be able to feature each individual member, which is super fun, or at least we had at least one of them. We got to see a full feature. Fun. There we go. Oh, what a surprise. Woo! That was cool. Yeah. Yeah. That was really fun. I mean, with a group of 4, they did great, and then having everybody there really enhanced and heightened it up to the end, and I think that was definitely needed to really maintain captivation for the rest of it. But that was really fun. I enjoyed that. Thank you again for the one who, for my Patreon member who requested that. That was mighty fun. Now, this sounds like CL, my way, da-da-da, my way, just the tone that reads CL to me, so, but if I'm wrong, then whoever's on the track, if it ain't CL, I need to start listening to him because CL's my girl. I love listening to her tone. Her wordplay is phenom. Love it. This right here was super nice, great setup going with our 4. I do know right now we do have Tatter and Lucier also in this with Bada. But I think this was like a year ago, right? So, and then there's one of these people, they're no longer with the team, but I know they were affiliated to some degree. So you let me know if you recognize who the fourth person is. But how they chose to break this sounds really fun. This feels very Bebe. I love that D. That was great. Super fun right there. Yeah, honestly, just performances for fun or as guests just hit different than when you're competing. When you're competing, of course, it's like there's just a different level of drive, but here it's just for the sake of enjoyment, and that's what I really like about this. I don't feel like I have that. This is a non-pressured Bebe that we're seeing. Yeah, it's just simpler choices, you know, just a simpler groove. But even how Bada makes choices with your grooves, this is what helped her in her choreo challenge for the dance rank mission, why her choreo was chosen, I think, because her grooves repeated on both sides, but they were creative in the choice and how she went about making that groove. It wasn't just your simple basic groove that you see with a lot of people or that you normally see in a lot of different contexts. Hers, she made very interesting grooves that just intrigued you as a person. So I really like that. It was fun. So it does appear that we have, like, I know they're representing they're in jeans and they're wearing black, but it does give the appearance that Bada's our leader of Team Bebe, right? So I'm wondering if because she's wearing the jean over her black, everyone else, she's wearing jean under with the black top, you know? So I feel like out of everybody, these two are the most complimentary of their outfits. So I don't know if she was trying to come across more as the leader of everybody, but that's how it appears. But honestly, she is, so I think that's kind of fine. I love that. Way, my way, my way. And then they end up seeing this choreo at the end. It's just fun. I love that. Boom, doom, 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 doom. So that's just another example of she did the toe, I think it was like toe, toe, heel. Then they sped it up then hit a different part of the music. I love that. Now, is this the cleanest? It's not, but I don't really care. This is great. This isn't like a competition on your content and cleanliness. It's just seeing Bebe vibing it out as guests, and I love it. Now, they match each other's energy really well, which does help stay and keep the captivation. You know, I really do like the choices that they made here. And they're just kind of vibing and enjoying. Then we have two of them branch off, and then we have two that stay on stage. It's fine. They're vibing out. They're like, look, it's us. And then they're setting it up. Yeah, so it does feel that she's just dropping her energy just a little bit, maybe preserving it near that tail end, not sure. This is exhausting to dance for as long as they are. It just is, you know. For me, I've more transitioned into my role as a choreographer and educator. I still professionally dance because it helps me be better at empathizing with the process and get firsthand experience to be able to teach students more effectively as the generations go on. It just helps, and it keeps me healthy, and it keeps me being able to learn new things and get better myself. So I really empathize with the process of training and building stamina in your body to be able to handle dense content and a bunch of it. I will say, if you're doing your own stuff, you're able to survive a lot longer because your body is more fluent in your own movement quality than it is if you're learning someone else's. So for example, if Bada wasn't doing Bada's choreo, them doing it this long may feel a bit more strenuous on them than if they were doing their own choreo. And if I were doing their choreo, I wouldn't be as stamina built in that realm like they are within their own craft. So that's just a definite, that's another thing with guest shows, or that's another thing whenever you're with your own crew. You guys are so used to each other's fingerprints. It's just really, it's much more enjoyable to vibe out because your body's not dying as much as if you vibe out to somebody else's physicality, you know? So I like the branch off they were trying to do there, dipping through. It does feel like right there they're like, okay, let's split up and we'll do a little dig here and you guys do something here. So they're treating like a typical formula of how you operate with four. And this is a good example of how you can keep and maintain captivation with your audience with four people, because I said this note about Cocoa and Butter. I think it wasn't for the Jessie challenge, it was K-pop challenge maybe, that they really struggled in captivation. And I know who they were against. I think it was Hook. right? And so we had discussions about that. I forgot what challenge it was, but I know they were operating with 4 people, and so they felt like they were at a disadvantage, which the less people you have, the less chance you have, or the less amount of people you can use to visually help you in certain aspects. But it doesn't change the fact that you can still captivate with 4 people. It just depends on how you do it. I think here they're able to captivate because Bot is a judge. That was just fun. Like, she knows when to make gimmicky choices, or choices when to ride a groove, or to ride a move or phrase of movement in a way that matches the music, and it feels like a vibe, and it feels like a key point for us to remember. Like, I loved that. I love that. Even there, da da da, never mind. Attacking forward, that was really fun. Very much enjoy. This was cool. Da 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 da, da da da, and then we frame it over. Then they switch over. Super cool. Very definitely interesting. Most of the time people go front to side, or they go side to front, but they flip-flopped, but they kind of did opposition on opposition. I did see something similar to that in season 1 with the leaders when they did their dance rank mission concept video. That was something that really made me happy to see. It's just different than typical choices that you see people make. And that's what I ended up enjoying, that because it's something that, as I'm seeing more people do it, it helps me appreciate it more and more. I love this right here where it goes from fast to slow. Da-da-da. Pop off. Yeah, that da-da-da-da. It just, this tone, you know, I'm still gonna go off the assumption that this is CL that has this track. Just that staccato, da-da-da-da. Like, how you hit it, how they're hitting it is really nice. And it matches well. That part right there, it was just riding off of the lower half, so they kind of had their free interpretation at the upper body, and then the lower half was really nice as they enjoyed it there. Vibing it up. Then we have our feature right here. Let's go. Then we have another feature right here, clapping it up. That was so cute. I love that. Da, 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 da. There's just little moments like that, and it's just, she doesn't take herself, it just feels she doesn't take herself so seriously, and that's what we loved about Hook, right? So I think that's probably one of the things that Bot is able to use in her favor, is definitely that. This is nice little front glide. How they're able to move and transition it and then get them to where they need to be. Super nice. There's some drums back there that I wish that they hit besides just riding it out in that normal bass. But honestly, it ain't too bad because they ended up catching the beat a little bit later. They throw it, and now we have our feature here. Is Tad or is this Lucia? She's got like reddish hair, right? Yeah, I love it. It's just very captivating. It does read similarly to what we saw Bebe do for their mega crew. Just has this kind of accents, the drags, a lot of it just reads that, and I like it. I really liked their mega crew, and I had my whole thoughts on that, and you can watch later, but I can just see fingerprints of what we've seen them do in the show. I see here, but I see a non-stressed out version here, which is really fun. Yeah, having your 2 people bleed together to kind of catch that back. They walk forward. Come on, with all of our friends! Woohoo! Now we've seen that my way, my boom, ba. Like, I'm just, yeah, just how you hit the bass with the butt. I just love a butt bass. I love it. And then you have your 4. This something so simple but so effective. My way, and boom! Oh, love it. Yeah, so it's nice, and what's interesting too is when you have everybody in all black come out, it really helps enforce my 4 with the jeans, because the jeans is a light wash, right? So I think that's really cool that you're able to see them as 4 individuals, but having them all together, you see them more as a unit here with everybody behind them. So that's really fun to watch. I love that. Where each one's taking turns kind of controlling the back is really fun. Hey. That da 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 da. They throw it. And the only ones that face front are my girls from Bebe. That was super fun. And then back here, I don't know if these are also Bada students or if I don't know. Because, you know, sometimes with competitions, like a crew may win the opportunity to learn something or whatever. I don't know. So somebody tell me if you kind of know more context of this performance. This was really enjoyable, and it appears to be a competition in Korea tailored to high schoolers, which is pretty cool, which also may mean, because we know we have Street Girl Fighter that's also have been broadcasted. It's like high school or younger than a certain, they're not adults, right? So I'm assuming that I may see some people that were on this show, like Street Girl Fighter, that I may also see at this type of competition. So I think it's really cool how you kind of see them in different contexts. You just see what they bring to the table is different because of rules and regulations, the amount of pressure, the degree of the competition, that kind of stuff. But I really like this. It was nice. They operated as 4 for the most part, sometimes dipped with just 2, having one person feature. It was really nice to see at least some of Bebe here. It was nice. I liked it, and I was able to enjoy it because I knew it was a guest performance, so I wasn't really having to go off of any criteria to be like, did they guest perform to the best of their abilities? I mean, they could have rolled on the floor and it would have been fine, you know, because they're guests, and it doesn't matter, you know. But I know that there was that natural sense of Bada may have been like, because I'm a judge, I have to kind of demonstrate some of what makes me decent enough of a dancer or choreographer to have a seat at the table to judge. So maybe there's like some subtle thing there, or maybe she's like, you know, I'm here for a good time, let's vibe out. There's that too. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Thank you guys again for watching. Thank you again for the Patreon request. Your investment has been such a huge support for me, and I've been able to make more videos and really enjoy doing this and interacting with everybody so much more. And it really means a lot that I get to have so many people on YouTube and on Patreon that are a part of the journey with me, helping me grow, as well as you guys get to grow through your dance, as well as myself as just somebody who loves to analyze routines and analyze dancers, and I get to learn a little bit more about other cultures and communities of dance by doing this. So it always means a lot that so many of you are so helpful in providing context for videos and requests like this. So thank you guys again, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.